Melissa is behaving like a geriatric, meaning somebody who needs vitamins, moving very slow. But while moving slow, she's gaining strength, meaning she'll lift weight. She's pumping the iron in the gym.
Right.
So there are a bit of variables that are happening with Melissa. One, she's moving very slow, so it gives the opportunity for her to strengthen. She's now at a Category 5 hurricane. She will hit Jamaica tomorrow evening, which will be Monday evening into Tuesday morning, where the brunt of the storm, it is slated. But with hurricanes, nothing is cut in stone, so it can change. Things will change too. But right now, the projected path is to cut up north. So it's going to cut through the center of Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane.
Cut through the center of Jamaica as a Category 5.
Yeah, so we're looking a little behind Kingston. So the eastern parts of the island are the ones that are going to get a little bit stronger. But make no mistake, the entire island is going to feel it. The entire island. It's just that the intensity is going to be different depending on where on the island you are. So Kingston, St. Thomas, Portland, St. Mary, Clarendon, Mandeville, St. Elizabeth, those places are going to get especially storm surge. If you're especially close to the ocean, you need to move to higher ground. If it was a Category 2, Category 3, you could have probably ride it out.
Right.
I would advise anybody who is listening to this live to move to higher ground, move to a more secure ground. And it's not that you can just make up your mind last minute. You have to make the plan to move, because when you decide to move is when you can't move.
Right.
Because that is when the weather would have hunkered down on your location at that particular point in time. So for the folks who are listening, I'm just imploring them to listen to the advisories. To be honest with you though, Dennis, the advisories are there depressing. Now, why I would say that they're depressing is because we have a lot of overseas media here. No, when them fly here, it's a big deal. We have CNN here. We have Fox News here. We have I think we have CBS here. A couple of them are here. And it wouldn't be so newsworthy. But if you look at the historic background, basically, Hurricane Gilbert hit here 37 years ago, right? That was the biggest storm that we can remember. Then 37 years before that was Hurricane Charlie. So it's like you have a numbers game. 37 is not necessarily the best number.
Yeah.
So Charlie hit in 50s. Then 37 years later, Gilbert. And then 37 years later after Gilbert, now is Melissa.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a connection there. But what we also need to understand is that we Jamaicans, being a jovial spirit and the loving people we are, we like to make light of a situation. This is historic in terms of how quick it has developed, the kind of damage it can, it can happen, can make. And, my thing is that I'm always on the side of optimism. Me and go hope say him decide, say him, light over here and he change his mind. It can still happen though.
Right.
And that's how hurricanes are. It has changed trajectory at least 3 times already. It was going way east. Then it said it was going straight west. Now it is going to make a turn through the central part of Jamaica. So the hurricane is not to play with. But when you know it is serious, there's a couple of signs. One, animals. You see, animals, they know when, because a lot of them migrate, fish, birds, little things like that. There was a place in Kingston where Pierre Drunk was sitting on one tower up there. I said, why did Drunk them sit up there like that? And no dead meat, no, did they? That is one. 2, there's always a calm before the storm. We got some squally showers and a little bit of wind. But after that, right now, if you were here where I am, you would have never noticed a storm coming. It is as normal as ever.
What parish are you
speak
in?
to any
Just so that
I'm in St. James at this
Oh,
particular
St. James.
point.
Okay.
I'm in St. James. Right.
Right.
So Other parts of the island are feeling it. I know St. Thomas and Portland are getting some high waves. And one of the biggest concerns about the storm is storm surge.
Right.
That is a big thing. The wind is a big factor, but a bigger factor than the wind, which is pretty bad because 160 miles an hour within the center is a big thing. But the bigger problem is amount of rain. We're talking about 30 inches of rain in a day or two.
Jesus.
That's what some places get for the year. So we have to worry about that. And then with
major
flood, heavy winds, major flooding, we're looking at infrastructural damage. We're looking at areas we're looking at landslides. So we're looking at communities being cut off. And that's the worst case scenario. I don't like it to be that way, but you see, if you don't tell Jamaicans certain things, they don't take it seriously. They say, yeah, man, don't worry. Me see a man string up sound on the road and say, yeah, man, Beryl come on. Melissa come in, brother. And, yeah, man, Melissa rolling, so we invite her to the dance. So,
yeah, I mean, the what you call it, that energy, that party vibes, that fun vibes.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction. But you're saying that the news media from all over is there, and you mentioned that it is depressing. Is it that they are spreading a more disastrous image? But how worse could it be than what you describe it to be? When you say it's depressing, what that means?
What it means to me is that you can disseminate information, but it's not what you disseminate, but it's how you disseminate it.
Right.
My thing is this: we know that we have a catastrophic system that is coming our way.
Right.
You don't want to say things like you need to get off the island. If at Jamaica we're there, 2 airport lock. We'll get off the island and go. Where are we gonna go? Mm-hmm. 2, you don't. It's gonna cause death. It is going to be the worst hurricane in the planet, and Jamaica is not we understand that, but you know what it is? If you say things like, let us just say, Jamaica, be prepared, because if you are fearful, one of the main reasons you are fearful is because you're not prepared. You see, when you're prepared for something, your fear is not as strong. Do the best to do the preparations early. One of the things that this system has given us is time, because this beautiful lady, Melissa, obviously she's a retiree and she's taking one a day or geriatric or Zert, one of them all-time pills. So she does a cross. She use a walker, so she's not walking fast at all.
Right.
So she's giving you all the time. Go to the supermarket and stock up. Make sure that you have the right things. Don't just go there because you say you're going to stock up. Go because you have to plan for power outages. So we're looking at things like non-perishables. You know, people don't like canned beef, but you might have to go work with the canned beef and the tuna and the mackerel and the bread and, you know, the dry goods, the rice and those things.
Before you finish saying that, I want to interpret to ask you this. Is it okay if I identify who you are, or you just remain? You want to remain?
Remember, no, I am a rich guy like Sutherland. You know, I have a Range Rover that you borrow and I need it. I don't have a problem you identify. When we come back and check
for my listeners, I want you to know who is the voice. I know the voice that I sound you know, familiar. And this guy is rich with information and but this is no other than DJ Bonsam Area FM giving us the update from where he's standing at, from where he's located at in St. James.
I'm at my yard.
You're at the yard in St. James.
Yeah, because so I have an elderly mother.
But you're saying elderly mother. What you're saying to me is that the media is driving fear than you know, encouraging people to be prepared. That's what you're alluding to.
The perception it is that it is so dire that there's no chance of survival. No, I would love for them to change that narrative a little bit. I want them to disseminate the information of how serious this is, because it is serious. But you don't want to drive people into a panic. What you really want to do is what you want them to do to understand is that the seriousness of it needs to resonate with them. And when it resonates, they go and do the proper things to prepare. Now, once preparations are made to the best of your ability, fear kind of goes down. When you're not prepared is when you're fearful, you know.
Right.
You start to say, Jesus Christ, we never get this, we never get that, and this and that, and you start threatening. Another thing, too, that we need to understand is dissemination of information from proper sources. Right. If you see somebody on Instagram or TikTok named mixupandblender.com giving you a weather report, may not necessarily think you should listen to him or her. You need to get the information from credible sources. Something that is in the line of mainstream media. We're talking a CNN, we're talking a Fox, we're talking an Observer, we're talking an IRFM, we're talking RGR, we're talking the Office of the Prime Minister, the Jamaica Information Service, all these places that are giving bulletins on a regular basis. Right. Now, the thing with social media, there is no governance of it. Any man can just open a page and say something. And depending on how well he delivers the message, he may even come off as credible. But sometimes his information is not credible. And you're going to do something, he might tell you if you run when you really need to walk. Right. You understand? It's very important that you get the information from credible sources that is tried, tested, and proven. And you now go off that information in terms of getting your preparations together. And preparation is not just getting all the necessary things. Mentally, you need to be prepared. Because if your mental faculties are not straight, then you cannot operate. Everything is going to become difficult. Panic does not help you. Right. It actually makes you confused, and it puts you in a retrograde thought. So what you really want to do is be focused, be organized, be prepared. And one of the most important things is that you need to be calm. Right. When you're calm, cool, collected, you can execute whatever you need to execute. But if you're run up and down frantic, appear foolish as you go. Right. Straight up.
So the fear. Yeah. Man, know what you're talking about. So even though it is serious, you know, it's not the time for fear. It's time to get prepared.
Get prepared. Get focused. Right. Look, we have had systems already that are bad. This is probably one of the worst ones. But look here, Jamaica not going anywhere, you know. Right. We will be here after the system pass. Right. You understand? And what we need to do is focus on trying to minimize damage by preparing and plan for post Melissa. What happens after the hurricane passes? Right. We need to make sure, and I want to give kudos to the government of Jamaica. Maybe I don't care the affiliation of what people are, but the government, to me, from what I've seen, are extremely efficient in disseminating information, trying to put all their ducks in a row to make sure that people understand the severity of this. Now, this is the difference with the government here. They don't put you in a panic. They put you into preparation. Oh, what they're saying is, right? They're saying to you, you need to do this. If you're in an area that is you're vulnerable, you need to lift up out of there quickly. And the window of lifting up out of there is actually getting smaller by the day or by the hour. So really and truly, you need to lift up out of the place, get to a shelter if you're not sure. And there's a list of shelters. They have sent out JUTC buses to places that are people who are, you know, prone to flooding and the roof not strong. The structure that they're living in is not good. But a lot of them don't want to leave, and I understand that. But if your life is at danger, you need to lift up and jump on the bus and go to a shelter and then figure out the house after. At least you'll be alive to go back there to rebuild. Right. But
so some of these shelters are like schools, right?
Most of them, schools and churches.
But are these schools are in safe areas, though? Are we just randomly picking schools? Are we we're picking schools that consider to be safe?
If you are a person that is at your yard by yourself or with not much people around, facing a Category 5 hurricane versus you go to a shelter where the government will have food, preparations for you to get your medication, and there are volunteers and staff that is there to help you. Don't get me wrong. Some of these structures, to me personally, are not as up to par, but they're better than where some of these people are coming from.
Okay.
So you have somebody with a plyboard house with a zinc roof, right? If you sneeze on the house, it blow down.
Right.
Versus you have a school,
right?
Concrete walls, grilled. It may have a zinc roof.
Okay.
Do little retrofitting, and the zinc roof can be a little sturdy.
Right. So, the school will be safer. Give me a second. Don't go anywhere. I have in the house with me a cool virgin, and I will ask him if it's okay for me to identify him. This is a virgin where I have one of the coolest places in the southern part of St. Elizabeth. But let me talk to him a little.
Elizabeth.
My virgin.
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How you doing? Or how you
doing? Anxiously waiting.
Anxiously waiting.
Yes.
I have with me DJ Bones from Area FM. Giving us.
I'm familiar with DJ Bones.
Okay.
I think one of our last sandals Negril.
Popsy, yes, man.
General, I am here. I'm just browsing through and see you guys, and thought I'd stop by. And the thing is, Bones always have something interesting to say, and he injects humor
in everything. Yes, that's it.
Us Jamaicans, no matter how bad it is, we find something to smile and laugh about.
Right.
And that's what keeps us as cool as we are.
That laughter and some sort of humor is therapy. And once therapy is there, then you can always function. When you have pain, you can't function. But when you have humor, lightheartedness, and good company, you see people like Popsy Greg, that rich fellow. Oh my God.
The great Gregors.
The Gregors. He will never be a
Bones. Every time we follow the alias, I go on like you want to style. Why is it after all this said and done, may just plan a meet at Gregors? Have you ever been to this man place? More talk about the way they but we have to talk about Gregors.
No, but here's what happened. But what I think you need to do, Sir Sutherland, is put what you said into perspective. Because when you say you come a yard and me link, there are reasons we don't link. And I think you know why we don't link.
You want one time you talk about. I understand the one time.
And I want to go down to Gregors. We need to go down there.
Right. So nobody use one single time and not one like a whole heap of time.
One time was very powerful, so we have to use it. It's rich.
Yeah, that time. But we have to get because several times before I tell you, I remember some I'm out of what you want.
2 times CR3, but nobody.
Yeah, I chew.
Anyway, so what we do now, we don't dwell on the past.
I can't wait to host you guys, providing Melissa don't hurt us as bad as Beryl did.
Right. Well, you were damaged by it, but before we even get into that, because I want to hear about how you were affected by Beryl and how prepared are you now. But let me hear from you. How is things on your end weather-wise?
All right, gentlemen. Good night again.
Night,
from time to time, sporadic winds. Not much rain at this time. Where I am, we can see the Alligator Pond coastline, and we see that the sea has been extremely rough today. Right. So we know that out there, the wind are stirring up the sea on the southern coast. I would have also spoken to other people within the business, and the sea has already risen, and the tide is already high. So in terms of the water coming onto the land, I'm hoping and praying that most people within those areas are already out. It seems to be heading our way. It seems to be touching down in Alligator Pond according to the forecast. And Bull Savannah specifically will be getting where I am and where I live, will be getting some of the strongest winds, up to 106 miles or thereabouts per hour that has been forecasted. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that it has been changing constantly. So I'm hoping that there are some more changes that will take place.
Oh,
That yes.
no.
So
You were badly affected by Hurricane Pearl. Is there any preparation given and it was a lower category, right? I think it was. This is a category 5. But Barry, what was Barry again? I don't remember.
Beryl came in, Beryl hit us at 5, man.
Oh,
Yeah, but she just didn't
it's not
landfall.
okay, great.
She
And
just
Beryl
brushed
hit us
us.
at 5. It came in, went out, and came in again, and then went back out.
Just brushed
So
us.
St. Elizabeth was really, really hurt.
yes.
Southern St. Elizabeth in particular, where we are. And so we had one of our buildings. In fact, the primary building was completely damaged.
Right.
Wow.
The roof sailed over treetop on 2-story buildings and landed somewhere else.
That's an athletic roof. That roof needs to go to the Olympics. That's a very athletic roof, sir.
It high jumped.
It high jumped and it never bumped.
Yes. So we
But-
rebuild, and I want to believe that we rebuild stronger.
Yes.
So the thing is, one can only say we're hopeful that the sort of damage that was sustained during Hurricane Beryl, we won't have a repeat experience.
Right. Okay.
One of the things I believe, perhaps one of the big things that I always believe, that there's always opportunity in adversity. You may not see the good of something bad happening, or you perceive it to be bad, but there's always some good you can pull from whatever situation that is coming your way.
It's funny you should say that, DJ Bones.
Yes.
It's funny you should say that, because
Yes.
what happened coming out of Beryl, we expanded and
There you go.
create more aesthetics, because we were there for what, 6 years,
Yes.
right, Dennis?
Yeah,
And,
about that.
we expanded wherein we were seating 150.
Right.
Wow.
And so we came out looking really good, but then again, Don Bones, it took a lot of money, it took a lot of resources, man,
Yes.
for it to be hit. And
Yes.
the following year, those resources have gotten slim. So no, I'm gonna reach again.
You're not.
Well,
You're not.
I was gonna say that it took a lot of resources, but you were able to afford it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have here with me DJ Bones from Irish FM, and of course, original Popsy Gregors from Gregors in one of the finest seafood place you could find.
One of.
You know what? Thank you for that correction. The best.
No problem.
The best.
The best.
Seafood.
Yes.
Seafood.
When you say one of, there is room for competition.
Yeah, there's room for competition. And the truth isn't, I shouldn't use that word. It's just that we practice to use certain common words. That's what we always do. But it wasn't intended that way, because the truth is I don't know no other place in that area that I can ever compare to.
If
you know the best, leave the rest.
All right. Hey.
In all humility, we accept that we are pretty good at it.
Yeah.
You're awesome at what you do. I mean, I like seafood, but we like food. That's all.
They are indeed the best. Let me tell you something. I've been there several times. I've sent several people there. You go there, you chill and relax, and the vibes. The food is one. Let me tell you, I don't even know. I heard somebody once said that I brought there, said them take long to get the food. But the vibes leading up to getting the food, I never noticed that it take long. I don't know if I true. So it was an argument coming back, said, why she said she take long to get the food. He said, well, I never said, guys, the vibes was so great. You enjoyed the ambience, you enjoyed everything, the music, and he hosts so very well that you don't even notice. If you understand what I say, you don't even notice.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the food?
11.
I said 20.
Well, anything above that number that you put out there is, to me.
And you know you know why I said 20?
Mhm.
Because 20 is plenty. And you know what Paris, you know? Plenty. No. Oh. You hear them saying?
Hey, in spite of our going, we just wanted to sit over and we follow back at Jamaica and enjoy. We can put a team together and go enjoy.
Let us go. I have not been to St. Elizabeth in a very long time, and it is a place that I thoroughly enjoy. I met some of my nicest girlfriends down there. The girl named Brown and round and under 130 pounds and hold me sound. You understand?
They don't play the intro.
We don't know we get that very from. Hey, in power in the summertime. We have Winston Bolt with me.
No, winter too. Winter too. No.
That's not winter, man. The time is just.
Yo, Bones.
Yes.
Good evening.
Hold on. Is that the man who had the name of the Olympian? Bolt?
After imitated, never duplicated, man.
Never. And when you get a shock, you get a jolt.
You get a jolt.
Exactly. And you can sing like John Holt.
Wow.
Sir.
But why you meet another famous man at the Pan Pops the Greg.
Yes.
From the Gregor.
He's not famous, he's infamous.
Infamous man and the like. You know, I like to share my friends with great friends. And you know, you come from you found from in the Clarion area still.
Yeah, man, me and man.
But I think I told you about Gregor's before. I've seen pictures of it. Yeah. So I want
time with that Jamaica to go down and film place.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Why you check
looking forward, Winston, looking forward.
Hey, you know, so I think probably people have said down there, they just call me name and I'm in peace of one of them week if I call me a free food still enough.
No objection, sir. No objection.
Well, the truth is, let me tell you, yeah, let's take care of this. So we shouldn't even put that tonight. Sorry.
Well, Sir Sutherland, let us action all this verbal verbosity that you're presenting on the airwaves at this particular point in time. So the next time your physical anatomy is in this lovely island of Jamaica, we will head down to St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
As I tell you, I have a lovely bias towards the female species on that side of the island. Gorgeous and lovely. And,
oh, man.
Oh, my God. They're a treasure. And some of them are on the beach.
Yeah,
so you put them Treasure Beach.
Treasure Beach.
Oh my God, there I must reach.
Are you telling me that I should not take 200 because I don't know why you put that tonight?
No. First of all, you see, one of the best things about you is your wife. You are not good about you. Your wife is what made you.
I don't know how you get one of the best things, you know. The best thing about
Let me tell you something. Dennis, if it was a terrorist, I'm a Christian, because boy, I'm glad said you won't take you up, because boy, nobody else will.
And brush him off.
Yeah, and clean him up properly.
But on the matter of linking up, I was in Jamaica a couple months ago, and I really appreciate and partake a wonderful time with Mr. Bones on the riverfront.
Let me tell you, I had the opportunity and the distinct honor of meeting Mr. Bolt's family. Let me tell you, them are the boss, straight boss. I know his wife, but I met his daughters. Them not easy.
Oh my God! Why? Then terrible. Then terrible.
No, you can't say that.
No, because it's terrible. If you ever ask where they call my yard, come do me. No man, it's terrible.
Where they call the yard? What did they do?
They pick them call my yard, come jump me off.
Come do what?
Jump me off.
No. It takes two to tango, sir.
Well, that was three of them.
It looked like three in this case.
So if it took three, so hold on, you know. If they come to you with a preposition, it's up to you to either say yes or no.
Man,
it's your fault.
They came with such a great vibes and great energy. I think I give in to the energy and then take advantage of them.
You succumb to teen pressure.
Yes, I succumbed to the pressure. It was great, but the truth is, half of it I don't remember.
Them girls, they can't do anything because them are good girls. Me love them.
Yeah,
Me meet them and just love them.
they're great
Good
girls.
girl.
I called him the next day, almost emotional, I think, telling him how I really love the way him and his kids grew up.
Great family, Mr.
Great family.
Yes.
And let me
Love
tell you something,
family.
Mr. Wood, don't take that lightly. Don't take that lightly.
Yes.
But
Bad mind, you know, cause we bad mind you. Your things are going. Yeah, man, things are going.
But
you know, we have to make light of what is happening because of the weather situation here, and we are, you know, we're taking it very seriously. One of the things that it is difficult is that the anticipation and the anxiety is living in the people right now. I think it's almost as bad as when the weather will get here, because people are just wondering and pondering, and they say one thing and the weather says another thing, and it went turn here, then it don't turn, then it slow down, then it speed up. So we kind of in limbo a little bit. We kind of have a definitive track of where it's going now, but we're all concerned because of the whole magnitude, you know.
Dennis, that's why I send you the link. I need you to change your background. I send you a link with a more accurate
yeah, that one they're wrong. It's true.
More precise direction of where it's going, and you can always change it. You could change it to the rain. You could change it to the pressure, air pressure.
What did you have? Google Maps, Google Zoom.
No, it's called Zoom. It's called Zoom Earth.
Zoom Earth.
Yeah. Yes, I have it. Yes, that's the one I have. I downloaded it today, and it gives you the update in real time.
Yeah, I'm installing it right now. I'm installing it right now.
There's so much information coming out though, but I try not to focus on it too much. But
an overload, bit of an overload of information.
Because
as I was saying to Dennis earlier, we need to just go to the sources. We're talking to the regular layman now who don't follow the internet like that, but get the sources from credible people. We're talking ODPEM, GIS, Office of the Prime Minister. We're talking the Observer, the major media places are partners in Jamaica. And overseas, we're talking mainstream, CBS, CNN, Fox, whoever. But if a man named Mix Up and Blender, I put out something, we don't really think you should listen to him.
Right.
What I realize is that the overseas stations tend to also sensationalize, because I guess in their way of reporting, you listen to Fox News, boy, I tell you, it's like.
What did I say to you earlier, Dennis?
Yeah. Right. And so what Bonds, the problem that Bonds was saying with that is that it drives more fear than preparation.
Yeah. So my poor wife, sometimes she says, Murphy, don't get to Murphy. They say, hon, do yourself a favor. Turn off the TV. The weather thing and go watch on Netflix.
Eat a lobster.
And go watch on Netflix. We're closed since Friday, though, because the thing is, we have to ensure, we didn't want to take any chance at all, though. There were 25 staff that they have time to batten down their homes as well and to protect their family. And also to get to the supermarkets. Boy, they have been loaded since about February.
I wish I owned a supermarket right now, but I rich.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And hardware store selling plywood.
Yeah, man, hardware and supermarket right now, man, I tell you. And water. Anybody who sell water,
all rich. Hardware stores were open today. All the supermarkets were open today. Because, you know, we would have driven out. We live about 5 minutes from Gregor's. So we would have driven out there to do our checks and thing, you know?
Right.
And just drive through the town of Junction, and every supermarket was open.
Wow.
And that's what fear does. And that's what fear does, you know. Fear drive you to, I mean, yes, you need to get to the hardware to batten down, because me call some get to you today and have them put some, you know, zinc and stuff around my windows them down there. But fear lets you go to supermarket and you buy out everything, but and you buy your meat and all of that, but like I go gone.
Can you imagine you buy from Wednesday? Today's sun and the hurricane reach ahead, then the food where you buy
it done already.
Not restock.
one of the things that I just heard that Bolt said about fear. You see, fear is a tricky little fella, you know. Fear is the lack of clarity. You see, once you're clear about what you need to do, fear actually take a little back burner, you know.
Right.
You're gonna do something and you're clear about what you're gonna do. Meaning, all right, the storm is coming. Instead of fretting about the storm, you say, all right, the storm is coming. I need to know what I need to do here now. I have a clear vision of saying, okay, hardware, food, supplies, battening down, and you execute those things. But when fear steps in, as I was saying before, is when you're not prepared. When you're not prepared, you don't get these things though. That is when fear, which is synonymous to worry, happens. And you start sitting down and you say, Jesus Christ, did I, should I, woulda, shoulda, coulda? All these things pop up. So a clear vision of what you're going to do will always minimize and up to sometimes eliminate fear.
Right.
So like, you know, me I talk about it. I want to book me a read out. I want to book me.
The thing is, though, it's having the right information.
Right. I mean,
You know,
the right information.
And you
Which
did
is
indicate,
preparation again.
right, you know, through which channel, you know, like
Absolutely.
and so on, and then you have your list as it relates to the things to do.
Yes.
And then you go down that list and you tick off. And then once you've done them, you say, boy, look here what happened. I've done my best. And I'm hoping that, boy, a lot of us would have purchased insurance, you know, because that's so critical as a mitigant in relation to the risk. And it does make your rest a little easier. You know, nobody wants to delay business for the next 3, 4, 5 months in terms of rebuilding. But you know, it helps when you're insured.
Right.
And of course, it lays back to insurance is an arm of preparation.
Of course.
So once you're prepared, the fear goes down. But Dennis, I don't know how much money you have to pay with today because it's a very expensive panel you have on for your show tonight.
Consultation. But there are two other things, you know.
Yes.
Gentlemen, there are two other things that's out there where Dennis, where you need to hit on. And one, I will go with you know, Brother Popsy place. Like I remember in a Gilbert, although I wasn't there for Gilbert, I was up here, but I went down a week after Gilbert. Bridge. So man, get a friend them, you know, man. May I tell you, you know. Me go down to Jamaica, me get a friend them have TV.
All right.
Then got fridge. Then got stove. Yeah, amount of stuff in a little one room, you know, worth more than a room itself, you know. So the first thing is like, you know, the man them we have them businesses like Brother P is while the hurricane are gone, you have some serious man where I can squeeze out the place, you know.
Yes. Looting.
May I tell you, that is true. It's a given. May I ask that? It's a given.
We have been fortunate, given St. Elizabeth is still relatively crime free. So we have not had any any situation like that.
Good.
You know, and I'm hoping that continues. So we are indeed grateful that those are the things that's one thing that we have never had to be fearful of or worried about.
Well, the crime in St. Elizabeth right now is the overflow of beauty.
Yeah.
That's
man tear down people place like whoa. That's a one. And the next thing too, we tend to get complacent in the hurricane and the storm. Like whenever the first part of the hurricane come through and the eye of the hurricane are pass through and everything is calm and people think that everything is over. And then guess what happens when they out a door and I go and think everything is over? The tail end of the hurricane come through now. And just some people get caught up in it. So
one of the problems we have is that people are not proactive, they are reactive. So what they do, they sit and they kind of relax a little bit. And the first little shingle or the first little noise they make is when they decide to move, which is a very wrong approach. They need to plan. As I say, back to preparation. If they prepare, then I jump plan, you know, all over the place like that. So that's one of the things I've learned in my studies. Preparation cuts down worry, and you have peace of mind. Look at records. We're ready to go down there and go eat one big snapper and one nice lobster and a stew down, man.
And we drive
I would drive the
I
red
drive
Range
a Range.
Rover go down there, anything
Is
important.
it the man in love with the cars, man?
I range, nothing strange.
Strange.
I didn't even know how hard to drive it.
I one girl just look at me and said, "Me this see a while ago, but you never look so handsome till now." No, you're driving. I was a passenger.
It makes
Mr.
you look
Bolt,
cooler.
one girl just look at me and she said, you did look normal a while ago, but when you come out to that vehicle, you look handsome. I said, yeah,
You
that
look
vehicle is
handsome.
powerful. I love it.
It's
Hey,
the walk and the satisfaction of exiting from, a
Yeah,
high-end vehicle.
you know, I try to invite Popsy, or I like to say Gregors because I want people to know who he is. I try to invite him to
You
Chicago
invite him to Chicago?
all the time, and he no
No,
far.
invite him in February.
Over,
Nobody
over
suffer
and
for
over,
him.
over and over. After the winter, Dennis. I promise.
Gregors, don't go up there in no winter. You suffer like dog up there. All your idea them freeze.
After the winter, man, Norbert is coming up.
Make it up there to Toronto. You say, me don't even remember me freeze. Everything freeze.
The man come at your party and lock up in the house.
When you were here, Bridget,
Yes.
remember September you went out to the steakhouse.
That is the
And
only
it was
that was my highlight.
was a normal temperature.
That mean in the dead for hungry. Thank God your Lexus had super heat in it.
I woman did that why I wasn't there. I think when the car and you tell where am
No,
I?
you
you
can't.
fly out. You fly out.
You
Oh,
didn't fly out. You never tell nobody I go to Jamaica. You run left way up there.
also me leave you at Jamaica. Me leave you up here and go to Jamaica.
You
Okay.
know,
you
you
leave
left
me
in the yard. And Bolt came and picked me up and we drove and went to Longhorn. And I saw a lovely girl. She lucky her baby wasn't born. Oh, said the girl, nice white little staff dog. Nice white. Had a good time.
Man, Chicago is
It was a wonderful.
I think
feel rich. So you want no.
Mhm.
Gregors have to come to Chicago, but he have to come in the summer. Him can't manage that they cold.
I mean, I want so much insulation.
Man, terrible man. You terrible man. If you sneeze right now, it just turn ice.
You think I joke? You think I joke?
Serious.
You think
Me
I
walk in
joke?
one ballroom and I would go near the river. Which river? Michigan River, Lake Michigan. Where we there?
Let Michigan.
The river downtown that come out of Lake.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. If you drive anywhere down that side, brother, it's like it's extra cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can keep.
I mean, today we have to go outside today and I pick about 4 pounds of tomato and about 4 dozen pepper. Because last night it gets so cold and burn up the pepper tree, then we have to just pick off everything.
Yeah, man. I give all of your friend them tomato. I don't want no pepper, but you give all of your friend them. Patrick and everybody tell me. So then get you laugh, right?
So you're not getting on Dennis?
Nothing. Nothing. Because all of your friend them and give.
I don't want you guys to feel, I don't want you to feel bad mind, but I just took 3 dozen coconuts, couple hands of bananas, okra, and some sweet pepper off my farm in Hanover today before the storm.
So you making it easier, and of course you're sharing it with your friends. You wouldn't put on a
My neighbors got most. My neighbors got most of them, sir. Yes,
Wow.
my neighbors got most. Yes.
Wow.
Nice place I have it on. I have 20 acres in Hanover, you know.
That's fantastic, Bones. That's fantastic.
Yes, I have a place. I don't know if you know the place, Mr. Gregors, Popsy, if you know a place in Hanover named Maryland. It's up in the hills.
I can't say I'm aware, but although I've traversed the hills of Hanover.
You know Mount Peace? You know Mount Peace?
Yes. Yeah, man, I know Mount Peace.
Maryland is about 10 minutes away from Mount Peace.
Oh, okay. A good brethren of mine. Keep
if you know the Mount Peace.
Blessings, Viking.
Yes.
His grandmother's birthday, quite a few years ago.
Yes. So I have the Maryland, the post office. That's a good landmark. It's in the square of Maryland. That's my property right there.
Awesome.
So, yeah, man, I saw the land teacher and say I must be rich, so I'm going to be rich. I just need a Range Rover for Panny Bad Road up there now.
Hey. You know, having people like you. One of my first let me say this. When I first feel like I was about to get rich, even though it not happen all now, is when I when I meet Popsy, sharing space with such a wealthy man. I'm like, I'm going to be. Happen yet. I notice there's a delay with that, but I'm just hoping.
Gentlemen,
But I will
it's
keep
wealth
it
in
close.
spirit. It's wealth in spirit.
Yes. And it could be Appleton or gin, whichever spirit you want.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
I can tell you that is something me and him do very well. Me and him do that very, very, very well. You don't touch me and him when you come out of that.
we share
And
life
even
difference
alone.
very well. We
Oh, no,
take
at the back. Rich.
But I'm glad with that is going on because I was a little bit worried today about what is going on in Jamaica. People that
What do you think about me who is actually here? Me and Popsy who are actually here.
Yeah. The truth is, we're from people that is here, and worried about what is going on in Jamaica, and so therefore,
Well, you can
probably the
it's quite
fake
normal.
news and listening to
Yes.
YouTubers and all of that who,
And Dennis, you can go onto the Jamaica Live too and see the cameras around the country,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Teach more about that. There's somebody. There's somebody inviting himself to pick up DJ Bones. Like someone that come on. No,
All right,
not common. Popular.
All right, let me tell you who Vikings is. Vikings is the man who made Romain Virgo. You know Romain Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But when Romain Virgo won the competition Rising Star, our Vikings have him.
Okay.
And Vikings is the manager for Vikings. Also has a lovely young artist out named Loyal Flames also.
So why now come up and tell me about the good work that he had done?
No, because he has me here. I'm his PR. So I'm the man. So no, I actually did not realize that Vikings would have joined. But Vikings is really prolific in his musical endeavors. The man is.
And then you just can't jump across Romain Virgo like that, because I think he's one of our more sensational artists in terms of the cleanliness of his life, the cleanliness of his life and his songs. He sort of lives his songs.
Thank Vikings for that, sir.
Vikings, of course, open there. If you want to come in, you can come in.
Yeah, the Vikings could come in and tell us because he has a lot of work going on with Loyal Flames and doing a lot of work. But Vikings is also rich. He's not going to come in on them poor platforms.
Oh, okay, you're sharing space with poor people.
You not talk to poor people like that. I mean, you know, he talk to me, somehow me get to it. But we give thanks.
Vikings have a big up
Enough love Vikings every time. He is a stalwart. I had to let you know his.
You guys are still with me. The power just went.
Wow.
But yeah, it just went. So we're still in the dark right now. But we do have some emergency lights, but we don't want to activate
You don't want to rev it out yet because you don't want the battery dead neither.
them too soon either.
All right. I'm lucky that I'm not. My light hasn't gone yet, but I'm expecting it to go anytime.
Hey, Bones.
Yes.
You got to light a candle and sing a song, man.
But I don't need to find my way home. I'm home. Don't tell me to find my way to Chicago, because that's not a home, that's an ice box.
Well, you're not going to take on Bones and win anytime soon,
You will never live to see that happen. But I do love Chicago. I do love Chicago. But I love power. It's like when you roll with Bolt, the gun will get a
job. Prepared, but those are the privileges that I have in living in Chicago. I have Bolt.
Yeah, I realize. Yeah. And it makes time, Bolt.
But then if you have a link up Bolt when they come in next year.
Yes, man.
Yes, man. Yes, link up Bolt, man.
So
and make sure him drive a little silver Lexus. Don't make him drive a bling car. Drive a little silver Lexus. Fridge.
Because, Mr. P. Dennis always I say, listen, when you come down at your place, everything is just
Yeah, man.
included
That's the place to be, man.
all of the commercial stuff. You know, you just
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
to enjoy.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
We have a vibe. We have a vibe. We have a
Yes.
vibe. You know, because as I said, boy, come for the food, stay for
Yeah.
the vibe. Work
Yeah.
there.
Well, I'm there for both. I'm there for both.
I'm actually planning see if I could gather some people to go to Jamaica with me next February. If
Right.
that would have been one of the spots that we would have choose to visit if them decide to come down.
On the
But
center
I
of it.
think
Because there's a
I think with the hurricane now, I don't know what it might change, but I'm still gonna.
no, we
shoot
have to
for
let
it.
that pass first. That's in our immediate path. We have to go around that first, and then we can plan
Mhm.
otherwise.
Right.
Because this is pretty bad. This is bad in terms of the news and just the sheer gravity of it. It's pretty bad. I've been worried about
But
it,
that's
but
when you,
we can't worry no more. We left it alone.
Mm.
Vikings are
as
saying
I said, for me, it's about forward planning, meaning that what I'm thinking of now, gentlemen, is the aftermath. So therefore,
Yes.
it is coming, it is here. So my mind has jumped to, all right, what are the things I need to do immediately? In the case
After.
of property damage, then you take your contractor, you have them do your estimates and you prepare for insurance company and all of that. You know, so
Right.
you check your contractor, you call an electrician already and say, look, make sure say I'm first on your list. You call a
Right.
carpenter, look, or your contractor, one of the carpenters, and say, look, make sure I'm first on your list, especially as it relates to your commercial property. So
I love that.
those are the things I'm jumping ahead in terms of, and it keeps me from worrying about what will happen. I have no control over
Preparation.
that
There
at
you
this
go.
point or anymore,
Preparation.
right? So therefore, my mind has to be ahead now in terms of, all right, how quickly can I get these things done? Because when
Right.
you have 25 people relying on you, right,
Yeah.
to be up and
Pressure.
running,
Mhm.
it's 25 direct people in there, but check how much pick me,
Yeah.
them people
Yeah.
they have,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
most of the
Yeah.
women, 20 out of the 25 are women, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Check how much pick me and so on. I depend on you to go back to school. So if you
Yeah.
have to fix up the, put a little fix to the house, and all of that. So, we have to, what I'm suggesting or encouraging for those who are listening out there and in Jamaica is that, boy, put your mind ahead and think of the aftermath, what it is that you're going to do. And it removes you from worrying
Right.
about what the hurricane will do. Because the hurricane will do what it will do.
Right. That
You
gives
know,
you-
I
can't
always
get
say,
away from that.
and Jamaica is not going anywhere. Jamaica will be here after this weather event. We just have to rebuild and, as we say, prepare. As I said, I love how the government has taken the approach in terms of sensitizing the nation in terms of what they're doing. They've sent out buses to people who they think are in prone areas. None of them don't want to go,
Mhm.
but they've done that. And on top of that, they've just had a lot of updates, press conferences and updates, which is very important because with a weather condition like this, it changes
Listen,
constantly change.
it could be a different ministry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Mhm.
so we have to dig them up. But we never
Yeah.
know, Cecil Dennis Sutherland.
And I like the idea.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. You like the idea? Go ahead. Don't listen to that guy. Go
I
ahead.
like the
brother.
idea in terms of the different ministers coming to the front.
Yes, very
I was
important.
saying that I like the idea, of just expanding on his thing and reinforcing what of the different ministers coming out
Yes,
and indicating what they're doing, what they have in the aftermath. The sort of the different bodies that you can reach out to as it relates to assistance that you may require.
absolutely.
The Minister of
Absolutely.
Agriculture, the Minister of Roads and Work, all of those people were on today. Speak
Yes.
for social media as well as the regular. How do you term it now? Like how Dan Bones is in the regular media,
Yes.
but to be on
Social media
social
too.
media live, and
Run it now.
that's where most people are in that space. So the
Exactly.
information was out there.
Very important,
Mhm.
especially for something that is constantly changing. You're walking, it's like you're walking on a tightrope. You don't know when you're going to slip and slide with a hurricane or a weather event. So the updates have to be quick and they have to be relevant. And one of the things I always try to implore, I even had to write it. I said, if you're going to give an update, please date stamp it. Don't you just say yesterday or today it is this. You need to put the date right there because the way the weather will change. What you said yesterday don't affect today.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
date
right,
and
right.
time. Date and time. I
Date
just
and
all
time
right to
is
say. Yeah,
very
man. Time
important.
stamp. Date and time. Critical.
Time.
Vikings
Social media.
claim that
Dennis.
he said he's in Ola, but I wish we could hear what's going
Yes,
on
he
that side.
works at an electrical power plant. He's a man who will help with current, you know. So Vikings are cut off my light. No, we need it on it, need it, you know. No ramp with Vikings, multifaceted star that you know.
But me not understand. Him just text me.
Of course him text you because you're rich. Remember, you're Sutherland.
Yeah.
Close to
I
the
tell you,
money.
you know, the great Sutherland family.
Family.
Great people. Though.
I tell you.
You know,
You see your
I
stay
tell you,
Sutherland?
Dennis have some siblings.
You need to call.
I tell you.
Mr.
We have a
Rich.
love affair. We have a love affair going on.
All right, he says he will join at another time.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Viking is saying sorry, he will join at another time because he's work with the plant in Old Harbor.
oh,
So he
okay,
can't come
okay,
off
okay,
right now. The
okay,
plant
okay.
is on the
He's
water
quite busy.
and
Mhm.
we generate electricity.
Okay.
His plant generates electricity for JP
Hold on. Hello?
in Old Harbor Bay.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, man, remember to meet you by the Justin Royal Film Show, man.
Oh, okay, yes.
You see, you're slow enough.
Yes.
You're slow, man.
Yes.
But anyway, but they work now and the barge is a plant that is on the sea.
Mhm.
So I'm generating electricity and self generate
Right.
now. So right now we are pretending to see how long we can stay before we come out.
Yes.
You know, we have this
Right.
trend.
Preparation.
Okay, cool.
Next.
Blessings, man.
Next.
Yes, man. All right, cool. We'll do.
Yeah.
Rich.
All
So,
right, Sir Viking.
you're talking about my siblings. You see, that's
tonight, you know, Sutherland.
eh?
You owe whole for money tonight, and the US we collecting, you know.
Don't worry about that, man. Remember, I said
Like Jamaican,
what me can't pay you.
don't
Pay
worry
for me.
about it, man. You know, one person say nothing, me nothing worry.
No,
Don't
man.
be worried.
What me can't pay you. Pay for me. But last week,
No, man.
I must share this with you.
Mr.
Murphy,
Gordon.
Greg also don't know how my close and tight with my siblings, my sisters. them.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so last week, you know, I share this with you now. What last week when I was in Jamaica, when you never come check me, remember? Yeah.
No, because you tell me say I go to Clarendon, go check Richie Stevens, remember? Old
Wow.
Harbor, remember? On the roof, and that's how you just meet Vikings and them artists. Don't tie up yourself in a youth.
Can I
You
finish what I was gonna say?
start up once again, Dennis.
You tied up yourself already. You know? You
Can I
tell me where
finish?
you go there, me tell you, say me the Frenchman, me can't come to Old Harbor. Me only go New Harbor. To the bar.
So when we were
When I
there,
was at a chairman's conference.
so
Greg?
No, I
Richie,
said I was tied up last week, man. I was at a chairman's conference in at the Princess Grand.
okay,
Oliver
That's a
Ward.
lovely place. Well, I don't want to be at, but I don't mind being tied up. The tied up part sound good. What's your name? Don't mind. You know?
wow. So check this out. So
Yes.
Richie Stevens invited me to the place, and I said, "Boy, man, go on. I'm a character, my sister with me." And it's like I don't know if this man know, and I've never told him before how important my sisters are to me. And
Your family.
the man stepped out of the car, and like he just basically pushed me aside as he come out of the vehicle and said, "Them are three people I'm come to see." And the man took care of special care of me. Said, when we forward and the next day, me and the tears come to my eyes, man. I said the man deal with the girl them so great. And so I will just use this opportunity for those who listening and know that man. Pick up that man definitely. Richie Stevens are one
you have to call him in like Bounty Killer. I saw me call him Richard. A Bounty call him Richard Stevenson. Richard, he said, Richard ain't singing coach. I said, Richard.
I'm boy that man. I'm boy that. The two of them type different things.
Yeah, man, long time.
Richard
Yeah,
Stevens
Big
and
A in
what?
the team.
Eh?
Big A in the team too with them.
Yeah, Big A called me yesterday. Not yesterday. I didn't tell you.
Day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday. They said me I get called.
Rich.
Listen to the sport.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, man. And Big A, my boy. I better person for so other people for area. You understand?
that's true, man. Better me. In nice still.
Many was there. What you did there when me there? What was it? Fort Lauderdale. Where you go?
I was at my house in Fort Lauderdale too, but you don't drive past me. I'm rich.
Just come up and never see again.
Winston wants you to let him back in. Hold.
Yeah,
Hold,
but
hold,
not
hold.
Winston Bolt.
He switched device.
Okay, accept Winston Bolt.
What's the boat there? The girl named Bolt. The girl named Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had to switch my device because I wasn't prepared for this call. This preparation.
I was not prepared either, but you know what? I had a clear vision, so the worry left. I just had to go along and what I had to do.
Yeah.
So I had to switch devices.
It's so nice sitting with three at the biggest and richest. You know, I've never felt so rich.
No, biggest, but richest now would be Bolt and Popsy, you see?
No, man.
No, in our health. We're rich in our health.
The thing is, I want you guys to speak it into being. I'm not refusing it at all. I want you guys to speak.
We can't speak what is already into being with you, sir. You already have it. You hear what the man there? All right, the man say my dear Princess Grand. The only princess we know, I want to come vote.
I'm Ministry of Education work, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rich. I love that.
Yes, sir.
I just stayed at the Rio Acrowell to what's it called?
Why you didn't call me, man? I have some contacts down there, you know.
You need to let me know what had happened. Is I was directing a music video with Capleton and a group from Honduras. Yes. And the gentlemen who were putting on the show, they said to me, what's a good hotel? Yes. And I said, well, I like the Acrowell, which is a palace. And they said, okay. So I was at work and I just got a confirmation on my phone that my room is there.
Okay.
So I drove down from work and then.
Okay, you know, you can't just step across the fence and go over next door.
Well, that's your house? That's
no,
right.
The fence next door to the next hotel next door.
Which is Royalton?
No, right, Royalton, yes. Yes.
And I like the Acrowell. The rooms are lovely, the food is good, and boy, Lego. Jesus.
Bad.
Bad. That's why we can't make Dennis come there.
No, you can't forward it.
That's specifically why I good.
You cannot give puss butter for carry. Can't give puss butter and milk for carry, you know.
No.
That's why you leave me out to the board.
Never let you out, man. You divert. You're like a good hurricane. You divert.
Listen, I felt so bad when Bull went to Jamaica, and all me I see, you know, the man pridefully I sent me some picture in my bones, and I said, me never get the opportunity there. You know?
Yeah, because your rich life you live, Bolt is down to earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
I was on the raft.
I might don't work, Bridget. Dennis is not dealing. No,
This is down to
it, man.
Hey,
listen.
When they are utterance, I'm your bones. Me and the bones that utterance and in Carry go and place, Me and the man, I mean, who the God a place it?
No.
Gary G. Yeah, and Gary G. Go and play.
It's called Chow Bella.
Man, I don't know what to order. There is nothing on the menu that I understand. Somebody just say, you order for me and give us some. I don't know them the type of place there in Jamaica. But that's
Just give
favorite
some
spot.
fried chicken, man.
Yeah. That's considered low local. We don't do
Right.
that, sir.
It's all escargot, eh?
No. That's French. We did Italian.
Oh, it's Italian. Okay.
We're doing bruschetta. We're doing
Bruschetta, linguine.
We're doing marinaras. We're doing lasagnas. We're doing
Yes.
flatbreads. We're doing
Parmesan.
Parmesan. Exactly Italiano. Yeah.
Some roasted garlic, eh?
Yeah,
Roasted garlic. Thank you very much, Popsy. Well, you know the thing.
yeah.
But Dennis, I'll tell you something, you know. You
Yes.
see them thing they look too bougie for me, you know. So where him carry me go, you know, he carry me go on a spot. And the man say, what you want? And my daughter say, should I want some shrimp? The man
Man.
say, got you.
Got
I
you.
want another one say want some fried chicken.
Yes.
I don't know if the man go catch a chicken and come back and cut it up and cook it or some juice, you know, and with the right on the river, you know.
Yeah, man. That's my place. It's called Atkinson's Fish Pot. I big them up on the radio. I've never paid for a meal there.
Right on the river, you know,
Now,
boss.
me never hear you pick up Gregor's in that sentence, but
Gregor's Seafood Bar and Grill.
me never hear that yet. Make sure.
Yeah, because you don't.
Make sure that this Thursday we did it,
Yeah.
Make sure that
don't
this
listen.
Thursday.
You don't listen.
Okay.
He has
I
now
can't-
been exposed. He has now been exposed to the literature. The thing is now he actually needs to visit.
Okay.
Listen, we like how Pop's talking, man. We said we give it a shot down Sutherland fast right there. So thank you, my boy. That's it. You lock him down like a
We
prison.
need to shut him down, but we just want to get it accurate. Eh?
Yeah. Unequivocally clear. Absolutely, sir.
Yes.
I
Wow.
like that, you see.
Wow.
Yes.
You just spoke right over my head.
I'm going to. I did take the week off because I was supposed to be on the Mali cruise, but the boat has now had to go to Mexico instead because of the
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they divert to Mexico.
They had to. They wouldn't allow them to dock.
I have some people in Jamaica right now stuck in Jamaica waiting on the ship
And a
Yeah.
few others.
Then me too. I was supposed to
from
board
Chicago.
Oh yeah, but they're trying to tell me that Bolt you did tell us not your Bolt DJ.
Remember Patrick wife and daughter and
Yeah.
and sister them all went to Jamaica to catch a ship there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what because
That's what
I was supposed to,
Bonzilla was gonna do. He told me that a few days ago. Yeah. He's
yeah,
right.
I had the show to host with DeMarco and Shensi and Skeng. It was me and Big A and Mutabaruka and Bambina supposed to host it. But they're on the ship because they boarded it from Miami. But because
Yeah.
the ship is full, them said, Bones, we only can have cabin fare when you come at Ochi. So when we dock at Ochi, we'll pick you up and fly to Miami. They all book room for me at Miami.
Mhm.
Marriott, but everything gets solved because we can't go.
Wow.
Yeah, rough. Man.
And
they leave
that is
tomorrow.
Jamrock Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they leave tomorrow from Miami.
Okay.
They leave tomorrow. So that's how you go. Next year I'll be on it. Because they don't pay me already, so they have to go book me again.
Yeah.
Would you be on Love and Harmony
Well-
next year too?
I'm trying my best to go. And the only way I really go is if Joan is there, because Joan is my little partner, you know, she not really left me, you know. Let me feel good about.
And you go and lock up and hide. But yeah, don't make me talk to business here.
You can talk all my business and I'm there. I mean, there no school uniform party, I suck finger. You're a grown man. What you want to see, man? That suck for the back and suck finger.
That's a finger.
You're right, yeah, love.
Okay.
Next day, I don't go on my cruise. I feel that mess, you know. Yes. I went on that cruise and they had a school
party.
School uniform party.
Yeah.
But I'm better prepared this year because I have my lunch, my metal lunch kit.
Well, Jabba was with me, you know. We were doing a thing by Steely Bashment over the Heroes Weekend. So him done tell me say everything's set for the cruise. I said, no problem. As long as no me afraid about hurricane. But I normally join it from Florida anyway, so the full cruise.
But then
And you remember how many did that struggle when we were going there, you were ahead of me, where the traffic was so terrible.
Terrible, man.
Jesus Christ. I said, I thought I was gonna miss. And then you tell me, say you find our route there. And all of a sudden we find our spot. I don't know what happened. It's just like,
Well, I was late. Yeah, man, we have to dig and spin around, man. Me and Patrick and that is Barris's best friend named Pablo. I would drive.
But Dennis, speaking of school uniform, something just hit my brain right now.
I know where you're going with that.
Since we have Popsy on the thinger. So with J-App, I just look at dropping J-App right now in there. Because like with the St. Elizabeth schools, maybe whatever donation we're making with J-App, like even some backpacks or whatever, we can have maybe his business on it somehow.
Yeah, could be a distribution center too, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's allowed it, they put a place where they can come and
then the school, them like say we have the two schools in St. Elizabeth next year, right?
Yeah,
they are St. Elizabeth, and even say Westmoreland or whatever. Them come there and we do a grand presentation at his place.
Yeah, because you know what, you make a lot of sense right there, because I was talking to Lady P the other day, and I honestly don't think that we need to travel those hills and valley anymore. I think the people need to come to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That what we did, that what we've been doing is very crazy. I could do some hills and valley for the distribution and have the ladies them doing, you know, the ones that did Portland, the one that did it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yes.
There are distribution where people have to actually meet them at one part because it's so rural and you can't. No. So that makes sense. We have to find some central location for the distribution.
So the money that you spend on petrol and all of that could be utilized in terms of preparing food for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those who are traveling to you.
Yes.
Right. And I Gregor's have to get that money because that's rich.
Yeah.
I want to with him. Him not have money when he come on to me, but him know him get it.
Yeah. Where is that? Where is that? If you have the Manchester schools, St. Elizabeth School, Hanover School,
I think
and even say
where's that? We would have to just stick to basically St. because he's on he's way back there.
Southeast.
Yeah.
So even just the St. Elizabeth School, so you eliminate a lot of driving.
One thing that is great for it is that Junction is considered to be the most well-known town now.
Right.
Yeah.
In terms of fastest growing, and you know, in terms of one of the centers of growth and development.
Yeah, man. That is Junction.
And the name is out. And the name is out there.
Yeah, man.
You know,
one of my girlfriend lives on there, so she can help her, and she loves them book business.
Sure. Yeah, man. And the thing is, for us, we pride ourselves on being good corporate citizens. So just and I love what Dennis does in terms of providing some leadership and ensuring that the children can go to school with the different schools can go. The children can go with their school supplies.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man. I want to use your platform to say congratulations and job well done. And
thank
you continue
to
do
much.
that.
It couldn't happen without
yourself and continue to be rich.
It couldn't happen without a man like even him, Mr. Paul. He's on our team.
Yes.
Very effective person on the team. I think DJ Bones is a part of the team, but him and enough from all over the place. But he is a part.
Say, Bolt, when someone that pick up the phone and say, listen to me now, me need to reach this man.
Yes.
No. That is true.
Rick,
That is true.
look here. And that is for the company. So don't behave yourself. And
No, you play your part. You play your part. You came up.
we have more to do.
You came up. You were the MC for the for your launch.
The launch.
And next year we're planning something. I'm gonna say this on this platform. Next year, we're gonna be planning something. We'll talk about it in our next meeting. But I'm feeling Trilla you and Richard Stephen and Chicago and Atlanta.
That's good.
Give me the date in the summertime so that I can calendarize it, Dennis.
Yes,
as soon as you can.
Perhaps if you come, but I have the summer. You can't make it come.
No. No, we can't do far in the summer either, because we remember I said it's fundraising. We have to generate the money to purchase the
So you mean you never come back up in February again?
No, we'll probably do it about March, the last part of March.
I mean, you see, like coming know how the cold stay and we prepare for it, but the last time I'll know my brain still a freeze.
I'm on oil speed in that part too, you know. I didn't see that. I wanted to free the man.
I'm too nervous. I can't work with it. I'm stressed out. Hey, when we are driving here and go back for the event and little ice pick up on the road. Oh, Jesus Christ. I said, no, that's
a bed struck the man I driving.
A bed struck to you.
The man afraid.
Afraid is something.
Yeah. Man called Uber about 5 hours before. Live literally less than
in an airport.
Me live at the airport.
Me have to set up the Uber party phone guide on how to do it. I'm gonna live there. No,
man call Uber about 5 hours. I mean live at the airport. Live at the airport. You step out at the airport. You step in the yard. And the man
5 minutes. It's so long.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
But overall, it was that time was a great time. The last time you came, we did not have a good time because all you do is lock up in the house.
Yeah, because it freeze. No, the last time, no man, you go to the road, man. We're gonna go to a car and all that. Remember, say we were rich last time.
Oh yeah. Man, you go on the road for sure. I mean, and you meet one lady, a white woman, and her daughter.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
And our daughter. No, you are safe. I remember, so the car brought the entire flat. You have to move the car.
So good time.
Chicago,
yeah, man.
Really? Me like up there. I mean, that girl me a date up there, and she cussed me off, so me not visiting Chicago. No, me visit up there, me can't find her.
On Chinese one, better.
Yeah, man, Filipino. Nice.
Oh, Filipino. I know say something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man, I love my noodles. I don't really like jerk chicken. I like noodles and stir fry.
Popsy, do you know that this man don't eat Jamaican food?
When I come to America.
Oh, don't take me to a Jamaican restaurant when I'm in America either.
Thank you very much, sir. That is the point I've been trying to reach. Where you gonna fly me?
Hello. You don't say that, you know. Because you don't say that, you know. Me and you meet.
You say Sutherland. You cut off yourself.
No, man. I love battery. Me and you meet our restaurant at New York. And Jamaican restaurant, me and you meet.
Yeah, but I wasn't there for the food. I know, but it makes sure we go there for the drink.
There you go.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And then now when we had drink, we order. So I drink. Maybe we just order some wings, you know.
See there?
Well, it was
we don't want Jamaican food when we live here. We are carry up as we reach New York. Even the one golden cross place.
When people say Murphy and Dennis meet, the world just about to.
Yes.
I want away driving now.
No, sir. Hey, we get about 5 to 6 weeks, you know. When I said, no, sir, you can't go meet Murphy. I probably not know. And I know at the time we had him really had some good time. We have a little unfortunate situation one night because he not listen to me. I'm not going to show you any bus, but I'm going to talk about.
I appreciate that, sir.
because he disobeyed me. Because he disobeyed me. But you know.
As you remember what Boyd said? In every adverse situation, you look for opportunities.
Yeah.
Never defer from that.
I think that out of that, I'm better off because
There you
then
go. This is rich.
I've learned how to listen to my bigger brothers.
Yes, man. You should have listened, man. Just man.
The great son of that in the place.
It was, I wasn't alone. I had company. Not true.
Yeah. You have lots of company. You have lots of company with you that night. Like just too much. Honestly, though, I think that was technically an abuse when it comes on to the companies. We went a little bit too hard.
Indeed.
Because what happened, it was all my fault, because what I did, I make extra preparation for that occasion. So what I create a spot with all the foreign companies, all the foreign companies, for just me and my friends. So when you look over there, son, table have a lot of company on it. And so we dive into it. And that was separate from the party, That was separate from the party. We have our own space where we create. That was pretty cool. But lead to abuse.
Popsy Greg, come talk to me, boy. I better tell you some big things that go on. It's a live here, I want girl named Trinity. Hi, Trinity. Good to see you. I want to talk to Trinity. Now she see me.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, I am fortunate to have some of the biggest names in Jamaica. We have Winston Bolt, Mr. Bolt, and we have DJ.
Them like a jolt.
Yes, DJ Bones, and of course, no other than Popsy Greg from Gregors in Junction, St. Elizabeth.
The next slide.
Well, the finest are the best seafood restaurant. And
when the seafood is good. When the fish get up out of the water and say, "Me want dead because." That I know, seafood good, We should live up out of the water. That's a little but again, so flavor in my life.
Right. Speaking of that, what are some of the menu at your spot, Popsy?
Oh God!
All right, so
let it be a rundown. That's where the surprise will be. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's seafood, so boy, you start with fish, and we do fish about 10 different ways. Say the fried fish. We're the best as it relates to jerk fish.
Yes.
And we pair that with your jerk corn or your jerk breadfruit or your jerk pumpkin.
Wow. Wow.
And you have barbecue fish, curry coconut fish, curry garlic fish, roast fish. Anyhow you want your fish done, brown stew, fried, escovitch. You have the lobster that we can do, the jerk lobster as well, which is a favorite.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yes, we do lobster pasta, shrimp pasta, kong pasta, and chicken pasta as well as a vegetable pasta. We do some Chinese dishes as well, but all based on seafood. And of course, for those who come, we always have music. We have theme nights on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Right. So that's why we say come for the food, stay for the vibe.
Right.
And of course we do the oh lordy.
You do like crab too, king crab or
king crab. We do.
Yeah, king crab, nice, I don't know what happened. Yeah, everything freeze.
Yeah.
Popsy.
No, remember I said
like Popsy power gone, internet gone.
I'm saying no power,
Yeah, internet gone.
Yeah.
They're gonna phone a trainer because I want to save my internet. Rich.
Wow.
Real rich.
King crab with the soft crab. We do yes, and the seafood boil.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
We have about
Yeah.
Not
The Pop City signal I go bad.
anymore.
The hurricane I come down for you.
Well, it come down on the telecoms network. I don't
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
Guys, are we still?
Yeah, I'm here. We're
We've
here.
been hearing you, but it was in and out.
You know what though? If it's possible, any at all, probably it might be a little bit challenging for you guys that are down in Jamaica. But if it's possible, any at all, we probably can try to link up tomorrow. I don't know what the internet will be. It's not guaranteed given the fact that
I can't tell you because
I
the
know.
current is supposed to leave us tomorrow. The JPS did say that they're trying to shut off.
Yeah,
As
but
the hurricane gets closer, they're going to cut the grid. They're going to cut it off by 2:00 in the afternoon.
but you'll turn
All
on
I'm
your
Your generator.
yeah
Unfortunately, the solar people were to come, but the hurricane they had some parts that were coming in, the lithium batteries, and they said, all right, they can't come and put it in. If they had done it before, we wouldn't even worry because they just wait till when they cut off the light, we just turn on the solar and they live.
but you'd have to worry about the panel that's up there. So you probably
the panel, that would have been a concern.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get somebody to remove my heater.
Water heater.
The water heater from the top. That's
you know you love them water heater. Be nice, hot water, nice.
What?
Sure.
What? So may I look out for that. But anyway,
all of the crosses are for you.
I'm if it tell you funny out. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Bless it, man. And thank you guys again. And we'll be all over someday soon, all right?
Yeah, and just check out the thing where I sent it with the new
man.
The hurricane, that one there.
Yeah. All right. Let's send it come here to let's send it come here once. If you know.
Yeah, man. No, I'm download it. I'm saying download it today.
Okay.
We have that, man.
Okay.
Up to the time, Rich.
All right, sir. Take care. All the best, guys. We are
right.
Cool.
Yes.
Big up Sutherland TV. You see me? You wanna be me? Then log on to Sutherland TV.